veganism is much more than just what you eat.
And
It's your whole life. How you treat animals is how you should treat other humans.
this week we're with Frances Gonzalez. She owns a vegan bicycle farm in upstate New York, doing wonderful things. She has vegan wines. She does a CSA. They host wonderful events spotlighting up and coming vegan chefs. So much fun. Her place is so great. It's about an hour and a half from New York City. Plenty to explore up there. She's joining me today on Designing the Business, which is a podcast where we explore what it really means to build a business with purpose. I'm Risha Walden, founder of Walden Interiors and a vegan interior designer. And this show is dedicated to conversations with founders, creatives, leaders who are building successful businesses and changing the world. We're talking about mission, integrity, growth, and the real decisions behind running a business that does good for people, for animals, and the planet. Join me, like, subscribe, share this video. But you're going to love this one with Frances Gonzalez. Frances, what inspired you to start your business, and how did your values, especially being vegan, play into that decision?
Yeah. It was just like I felt like there was a hole there. Like we're vegans, our life is veganism, but it was just like we were missing parts, you
Hmm.
know. And I just felt like it was my calling to help figure out those because we're always learning every day about veganism.
Oh, yeah.
So I just felt like everyone wears their hats. So this is my hat to wear.
So did you start with being vegan, or did you start the business and then become vegan?
I've been vegan for over 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely being vegan is what inspired me for my business. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
And you were like, okay, I need to create this business that supports.
Definitely. Once again, it's like I felt like there was something missing, but not because people didn't care. They just didn't know. How many times do we, think about certain things in our food? We just think like, oh, it's supposed to be vegan. What are you talking about? And so when I found out, I've been vegan already for like 16 years when I found certain things. And I was like, if I don't like, I'm finding out this now. Imagine how many other people don't know.
Every time
Hmm.
you think you've got it mastered,
Yeah.
you're like, okay, why would they even do that?
Yeah. Yes, exactly, when it's not needed. I mean,
Yeah,
it's really something like Mother Nature gives us so much. If we don't mess with it, it's there.
yeah,
And when we start messing with it, then, things change.
right. So your farm isn't just a farm. It's a
Mhm.
biocyclic. It's the first farm that's certified
Yes,
in the
it is.
United States, right? Biocyclic. Maybe just
Mhm.
explain that a little bit so that everybody can understand, because that's unusual.
Yes. So, um, we've been doing organic farming
Yeah.
for a long time, since 2018. And then we wanted to start the certification for people to teach them the education. And then I found this one in Greece that was already doing what we're doing. And I said, okay, let's go and do it. Biocyclic organic farming is about no animal products whatsoever in your soil, no harsh chemicals on your food. We always find some way to, lure off the bugs or the insects, but it's something that's natural,
Right.
Like we do a little bit of mint and put it in water, and the carpenter bees stay away. They don't destroy your house. So it's just whatever we take from nature, we put it back. Our compost is exactly what we take out, we eat, we have leftovers, we put it back in.
Right.
That's basically it. We've already have figs growing, we have lemons already showing their little face.
Oh,
We have so much food. It's gonna every That's why we started the CSA, because we had so much food that we were like, no, we gotta share this with people.
right.
I ended up canning a lot of things.
Good, good, good. When you're not putting animal, like what sort of animal products are used in farming that? I mean, I know manure has been a huge one for, um, but there are lots of animal products that we don't realize that, unless you're farming. What Tell us what that would be that we would be looking for.
Yeah, well, eggshells
Mhm.
and the animal manure has a lot of antibiotics in it.
Right.
It's not healthy whatsoever. They use worms and their eggs, which I never learned about until I started going down this route. And basically, they just put a lot of chemicals in it that even though it might not say animal product, it has it. Yeah.
Right.
Like when I went to France to Champagne, everybody was saying, "No, but this is vegan." Look at the ingredients. They didn't know that those ingredients had animal products in it.
Right.
So it's like they thought, "What am I doing wrong?" When you see all those ingredients, you gotta check them because what you can't pronounce.
Yeah, exactly. If you can't pronounce it,
Yeah,
are we really supposed to be eating it, right?
exactly.
Are we really supposed to be using it, putting it into our soil, into
Yeah,
this world, right?
yeah. And also, we believe, like, if you have sheep's grazing, that if they're not part of your family or yeah, basically, when you're grazing, then what happens afterwards when they retire?
Right.
Yeah. So that's something that we don't even though people love the grazing, I get it, but the bicyclic farm team, they're the first one that believe in the same way. They're like,
Right.
they have to be some like when they retire on your land, but that's it.
Right. They're not part of your machinery,
Exactly.
right? They're just again not like a commodity on the property to be used, right?
Yes, exactly. And even, I mean, sheeps can get any animal can get stressed out, and that vibe goes into your soil as well.
Right.
Like right now, we have a lady. She's beautiful, and she sings her songs around a garden, and we're like, they look happy, you know. So there's so much that we're learning also along the way with people, that
Right.
just give their vibes, their good vibes. So yeah.
Right. I always say to myself, I may not be making the right choice for a vegan lifestyle,
Mhm.
but I just know I'm making better choices every day. Because then I learn something. I'm like, wow, I've been doing it like this.
Yeah,
But I say, okay, I'm making better choices.
yeah,
Right.
no,
And that's what
totally.
we want,
Me
better
too.
choices. Yeah.
Yes. I remember one time years and years ago, I was putting on lipstick, and somebody said to have pork in it. I'm like, I would have never thought about that.
Right.
So it's things, that like you said, you try to make yourself better every day, every time.
So, how do you make sure that your business stays aligned with your ethics as it grows and evolves? Because you're going to have challenges,
Hmm.
right? So, like you say, the bugs.
Yeah.
How do you ensure that? Like, do you find that difficult?
It is because no matter what, you will have some bugs that are there when things happen, But let's say we have rhubarb and it's over harvest and we just let the ants be. We're like, we don't need it. So you see a row of ants right there. We just look at it and we're like, okay. But sometimes even people think that wasps I mean, they're mean wasps,
Yeah, they're mean. They can be mean.
they are. I've got stung a couple of times, but they're great for your garden, for your food.
Right.
They're very good.
Yeah.
Um, we just try to learn something that we can use from our food that could lure them away.
Right.
Like the spearmint or some garlic for some of them. We just keep trying to do it where we don't kill them. We just, okay,
Say this is not the place for you in
exactly.
here. Like we don't need your kind in here. This is
Exactly.
not going to be a good place for you. We need other things, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, all of us, people ask me all the time, especially in the wine industry, well, this gets here, this gets there. And I'm like, but you're not intentionally doing this.
Right.
Things are going to happen. It's like when you drive your car, by the time you look at your windshield.
Right.
Yeah. So it's just not intentionally trying to do that. But
Doing harm.
exactly.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah. So when you have to make a choice, is it a choice?
Hmm. Yes, it is. I mean, I've turned down so many opportunities because whether they're vegetarian, like I have to say no. My house, my farm stays. I want it to be a safe haven for everyone, but while you're here, please eat plant-based, and people actually find that their health gets better.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah,
Yep. We
I've
know that.
had
Yeah.
volunteers that come and one stayed 3 months and he was like, I needed to get better. He was a young kid and I needed to lose some weight. I was getting really heavy. And he was like, this ain't that bad.
Right.
So you have to give it a try. I mean, I'm Puerto Rican. I supposed to eat rice, beans, and all sorts of meat, and I found that if I eat back then, there was nothing. Mediterranean,
Mm.
Indian food. And that actually, my palate changed.
Yes, it does. Right.
Yes. And I enjoyed all this food that I probably never would have tasted at that time should I not turn vegan.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're trying to find
It.
other ways.
I think people concentrate on the what they miss out on when you're talking about being vegan.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's too hard. I miss this. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't because it opens up
Yeah.
so many other things that you didn't even know would be delicious and
Yeah.
tasty and so much better for you.
Yeah.
You're like, wow.
Yeah. Um, we had a lady come in and do an alkaline vegan event.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I've been vegan for years, but alkaline
So
too.
what does that mean?
Oh, she forages, she bakes everything fresh. They don't believe in like even using wooden spoons. It has to be metal,
Oh,
only spelt to dough. Like it went on another level for sure.
wow.
Yeah, but it was delicious. It was all delicious. Yeah. And I learned some
Right.
things, how to make, certain things that I was like, wow, I never thought I can do this.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
found a whole bunch of mushrooms on my backyard. I was like, oh, okay. And they made them and it was delicious.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when I was up there, they had found that whole chicken in the woods.
Yes. And then she found more, a bunch
Oh,
of
she
times.
did. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh my God. Delicious,
Yes.
delicious. So can you share a moment when staying true to your values really challenged you professionally, but ultimately strengthened your business?
Um, I think most of the time it's because people don't understand why we're only plant-based. And once again, we've lost so many business opportunities. When I go, like when I started vegan wines, people look at me like I'm crazy. They'll be like, what are you doing? Now everybody wants to call their wines vegan.
Right.
So it's like they always say that I'm there before it becomes like you're there a little bit early, which I'm fine with. But that is challenging also with my business because I'm there early, too early.
Right.
So I
You're a
have to
rebel. You're a pioneer.
Thank you, but I have to
Yes.
convince people, and it could be challenging because you're putting all that effort there, and it could take so much time. But even if I um, didn't become like this big successful person in vegan wines, at least now I can see that other people are doing it. So
Right.
for me, I love it. Mhm.
Well, that's the challenge when you're a pioneer is that you're a challenging mindset.
Yeah, yeah. I think I like challenge.
I think you have to. You definitely have to
Yeah,
because, you're going to be challenged, right? People are going to say, oh, well, what about that carrot that you pulled out of the ground and killed its life?
yeah,
Mhm. You're
definitely.
worried about my carrot.
Mm,
Did you worry about that lamb that you had last week? Like,
exactly.
are you going to compare the two?
It's true. It's so true. Mother Nature gives us food. I mean, there's things to make you feel better, like, um,
Oregano.
oregano does so many things. Cilantro does
Yeah.
so many things. I mean, these
Turmeric,
herbs, yes,
anti-inflammatory, right? Yeah.
exactly. Like so many things that I don't take any medicine or vitamins. I mean, I'm not telling everybody to do that,
Right.
but just myself.
You can find the cure in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get curious about every plant, like the fig leaves. Okay, then what can I do with the fig leaves? Then,
There is something you can do with fig leaf. What can you do with fig leaf?
well, there's ice cream that one of the chefs did,
Uh,
and then fig leaf tea, which
Okay.
has so many great things,
Okay.
benefits like metabolism, blood sugar. So I take it at night,
Okay.
and it just
Calms you like
yeah,
that. Wow.
and it
That's,
tastes good too.
that's important.
Mhm.
So what kind of an impact do you hope your work has on people, animals, or the planet.
And
What's the impact?
we can make a change, even if it's a step forward, especially with the younger generation.
Mm,
I just want to show them in a caring way not to be scared to go forward. You're not being judged, but leaving that impact that you don't need all these things have been forced in our parents to teach us, and now we have to make it better for the next generation. So that's the impact. It's like I see my grandchild and I'm like, what can I do to make his life better? So I'll teach him the most I can. These young volunteers are there right now. I mean, you don't know what you're offering to people until they tell you. Like,
interesting.
yeah. So it's just the impact of educating people where they don't know. Just like I hope other people educate me about the things that I don't know. Yeah.
So you're making impacts you don't even realize. You're thinking, okay, I'm going to change it this way, but actually the ripples are bigger
Yeah.
and and more widespread than you realize.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that, definitely. Like now, with our farm to table and then our
Hmm.
farm tours, and I want people to see because where your food is coming from. A lot of times we don't know, it's like we're so far from it. So I
Hmm.
want you to pick it and see the chef, playing around with it, whatever they do, because I'm nowhere near a chef. I'll be the first to say.
So what's the biggest misconception people have about vegan businesses or ethical entrepreneurship?
I think that think of it as being really hard. Um,
Yes.
yeah, and yes, it could be challenging, but just like everything else, you're gonna face a challenge. They think we're boring and our food is boring, which is not. And they think our life is boring, and I feel like it's more energetic and more artful because we have to come up with different ways. And
Right.
and I think that's beautiful because we have it there. And yeah, it's a beautiful journey, I think.
People do think it's hard. They think it's,
Mhm.
oh, I can never do that. It's too hard.
Yeah.
And I know for myself, like I made the decision to be vegan and it became a moral decision. And then I was not, it's not even a decision,
Yeah.
right? It's like, okay, that's just part of it. Is it hard? I don't know, like having heart disease and eating terrible animal products that
Yeah.
are bad for you may not be hard right now, but it's going to be hard,
Yeah.
right? Is it hard on the planet? Yeah. Maybe it doesn't feel like it, but
Yeah.
like you say, we're removed from a lot of that. We're
Mhm.
not seeing that, but we are
It
feeling it. What's coming.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. And whether it's somebody coming to us for, world, the climate, or whether it's,
exactly.
for wanting to try out plant-based, it's kind of sad right now that the word vegan scares people away. So I say I'm a vegan on a plant-based diet. So veganism is much more than just what you eat.
It is.
Yeah,
Totally.
it's your whole life. How you treat animals is how you should treat other humans, as well. Nature.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
nature. It really does come down to nature, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're like modern industrial world is battling.
Yeah.
So how do we work in partnership,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's not everything's a battle.
No. Community is very strong, especially now more than ever.
Yeah.
Mm.
People do get scared with the word vegan. They're like, so scary. Like not ever being able to eat cheese. I'm like, what's scarier, being vegan, not eating cheese, or having a triple, heart bypass?
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
sounds very scary to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now there's so many people that can make amazing cheeses that
Oh my
taste like
goodness. Don't even get me
wow.
started. Right? It's yeah, cheese. I love cheese. I'm vegan cheese.
Oh my gosh, yes. Especially when people make it. I'm trying to learn how to make it myself.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To put on my own spices in it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've even done some grilled cheese for kids and they don't know the difference. They still eat it.
Wow. Good for you.
Eh,
So what do you think the one mistake you see, like the people that you're working with, other businesses, when they're trying to make, or people that, want to try being vegan, when trying to make a more conscious or ethical choice? What do you think the one mistake is that they're making?
I feel like when COVID hit, a lot of people were going vegan. And then a lot of these commercial foods came about. So people were like, well, if I'm going to be vegan for health reasons, I might as well eat a regular burger because this has more than that in the
Right.
ingredients. So even though I'm very happy for all these foods that came out, at the same time, yes, it's not always good for you. When I eat a certain kind of burger that is, whether, those burgers that look like burgers.
Right.
I
Like
call it
yeah, fake meat.
yeah, I call it, "This is my McDonald day."
Right.
But it's not hard if you make I feel it's not hard when you make plant-based foods because you're using your own creation as well. You get a whole bunch of food there. I mean, I even asked ChatGPT, "Look, I got this, 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 and this. Give me an easy recipe, under 20 minutes, and boom." And these are the ingredients I have.
Is that vegan chat GPT that you're using?
No, right? I've trained that. So people that are they come over and they're not vegan. I sometimes don't even they were like, I wouldn't even have known this was vegan if you didn't tell me. So
Right.
yeah.
And that's what we want. Like it's like you don't even know what, but that you don't even know, and then that is the choice. That is
Yeah.
the de facto choice, right? Like it's
Yeah.
oh, that's the one that we always go to.
Mm.
Well, we have to, actually make a choice to not eat vegan. Like that would be awesome, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's all there. It's once you make the choice, then it's easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but you're
It is easy. It is easy because you know what? I mean, I'm going to challenge you on that only because I find it easy because people ask me all the time, it's actually easy. I can't even imagine trying to eat an animal product now. I
I know,
mean,
yeah. It's not
that would not be easy.
no,
Like
no.
if I was really starving, okay, let's just say, and the only thing was some cooked hamburger meat or something,
Yeah.
an egg even,
Mhm. I know.
that would be hard.
That would be, it's like even Puerto Rico, they save
Right.
so many dogs and
Right.
cats. And the people that save them are not vegan. I'm like trying to
Yeah.
get my head around that,
It's weird,
It's like,
right?
yeah. So of course I get offended, but I'm Puerto Rican myself, so I don't care. But I think the challenging part about it, it's your mental state about it. It's
Yeah.
not what you can find out there because
No,
once you
you're right.
find everything, it's just your mental, like, oh, I can't give up cheese. Yes, you can. Just come on, try this one, or feel like they're giving up on something. So I think it's more of a challenge, mental challenge.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Totally agree. It's kind of in your mind, right?
Mhm.
Um, I know the kind of world I want to live in. I know the kind of,
Yeah.
um, you know, what I want to be surrounded with, and it's already in my mind. So I'm trying to create that, right?
Yeah. Well, we all are step by step.
Right.
Yeah.
But as a vegan, I'm creating that thinking, okay, I want like this where people treat
Yeah.
all animals, that they don't kill them or abuse them or whatever. So Um, that's my mindset. But if you're already expecting, okay, oh, that's just the way it is. Oh, we've eaten chickens for millions of years. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe, maybe not. I don't know, but so what, right?
Exactly. Yes. It's
Uh,
what we've been brought up to believe in.
Indoctrination.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and then we evolve. It's our next chapter in life. This is what life is about. It's changing where, our parents didn't know things and now we know, and then we pass it on to our children or our friends or our cousins, nephews, nieces.
Yeah,
It's just, and we keep manifesting, and it will happen. I thought honestly in my lifetime that people would still think I'm crazy that I'm vegan. And now it's plant-based vegan. I didn't call it back then
right,
plant-based. It was either vegan or vegetarian. But now it's like I can't see my life any other way.
right.
Honestly, like I can't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like I can't imagine.
No.
So you have a lot. You have a lot going on with your vegan businesses. You have vegan wines,
Yes.
and then you started with we started with the farm.
I started with vegan wines and then the farm.
Right?
Hmm.
And but the farm is not just a farm. Like you do the CSA. You want to talk about how you keep adding steps, how you see your vision. I love that because
Yeah.
a business isn't just one thing. Like it can't just stay here,
Yeah.
right? So
Well,
tell me, talk about that.
yeah, I mean, we first started it for us, during COVID. And I mean, we were already farming, but we would think, okay, what do we want to eat? We don't know how long we're going to be here for.
Right.
So the more we planted, it kept coming to me. And he was like, we got this, we got that. And I'm like, there's only one person here. And little by little, we would when tell people to come over, and they would like our food, and then we were like, okay, then let's start the CSA project. Now we're at the farmers market, and we have this big sign that says Biocyclic and Farm, and people are already coming to us. What is that? Next thing you know, they're buying things because I feel that if you tell people the benefits
Right.
of eating this, then it okay opens up that set of eyes, a different way of looking at things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we put all the benefits like the fig leaf tea and things like that.
Yeah.
People that get some asking questions, and then it leads on. Yeah.
So then from the CSA, you have
Um,
this farm, you're doing CSAs.
yeah, the
Like
farm
I've
to
been there to help Frances because you started doing more than just farming in CSA, right?
yes, and you did a great job. People come in, they're like, "Oh, it's so beautiful."
Oh, thank you. Well, they have a beautiful place, but talk about what are you doing with that beautiful place? I'd love to share that because it's exciting.
Thank you. We have the farm to table events now, and we also rent the space out. We do ask people, they can host their event, and if they don't have a plant-based chef, we can always find one for them. But now it's a farm to table that the events, I always try to get in different chefs so they can do a different theme and use the things from our farm. Like right now, we have, I want to support chefs that are just coming out of culinary school or
Okay.
want to start their own private business. And it's like, okay, we have this. What can you do with this?
Right.
And then we have 8 seats that are not, they're included when you buy a ticket. You get another seat for another event,
Okay.
but those are those chefs, so that way they can test it out with
Right.
no judgment,
Yeah.
Yeah. We also do the farm, we people come and tour the farm. Like right
Right.
now, we're having people come for lunch, but the lunch is going to be made from what they just saw.
Okay.
What did they just saw that's harvesting, and okay, we're going to take that, let them even pick it, and then we're going to do something with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Farm tour. I came up because Mario Bucalati was doing his dinner,
Yeah.
right? A chef. That was amazing. They have a great pool there.
Yeah.
They're hosting Memorial Day
Yes.
um, with food trucks. I
Mhm.
mean, it's growing. They're right by, it's a whole day because you're right by a great biking trail,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And a lot of hiking, a lot of it's known for rock climbing, that area.
Right.
And you even got skydiving. I can't do that one, but you have that.
I mean, it's an experience. So you can go up there and really experience what it's like to be out in nature,
Mhm.
not so far from the city, and you're partaking in kind of a vegan lifestyle, right?
Mhm.
You don't allow animal products on the farm,
Mhm.
and people, you're offering only plant-based meals, right?
Yes. Yes, that's it.
Special events.
Mhm. Also, we are encouraging people to stay the whole day. Like, come early, bring your bike with you, go out, be with Mother Nature.
Yeah.
It's not just the food, it's just being in tune with your body, your soul. And we're doing retreats as well, where people come in and do yoga, and they teach you how to take care of your own body, and part of it is eating, you know.
Yeah.
So we're happy about our retreats. We're going to do our first one on June 28th, and then the next one in September.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about the one in September because they're coming all the way from Puerto Rico.
Wow.
They're into like so many things, like back with the Tainos and bringing back our culture.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then we have the foraging person that's going to do in August. She's going to do a retreat as well, and she takes the people going doing I mean, she takes them everywhere and they come back so happy. So there is a lot going on.
Right. And you have farm stays? You're just
Yes.
talking about how you can go stay for a week on the farm, volunteer.
Hmm.
You weren't doing that last year.
No, no.
So this just keeps building, adding more experiences because it is an experience to be there,
Yeah, it is.
right?
And what I like most is the younger people that come because one of them is just coming out of agriculture course and she's staying with us for a month. And now maybe we can instill something while she's just coming out of the course, something else that she may not know, and maybe she can teach us too, something.
Right.
So it's more of a give and take kind of thing, and I love it. So it's not just us teaching them, it's them teaching us as well. The couple we have now is very spiritual, so they love being with Mother Nature. They were vegetarian, and they said they wanted to, you know,
Experience.
yeah. So far they're loving it.
Why wouldn't you? Like, why
Yes.
wouldn't you love it, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful space, and creating a vegan lifestyle is inspiring for me.
Yeah. No, for me
Inspiring for
as
you.
well. I mean, it's life. I love it. I hope people love it as much as we do, and they will, little by little.
They will.
Mhm.
They will. So, what would you tell your younger self, or someone just starting out, about building a business that aligns with their values?
Well, when I was a little girl, I remember that my grandmother, we had chickens, on the farm, and they were not vegan, so they would do certain things to them, to get food on their table. And I remember my aunt would have to walk me to the store, and I would rather have the one that was already there than I didn't have to imagine it. And sometimes I always think like that was my calling right there, that I had to be vegan, even though I was a little girl, but I was
Right.
like,
You didn't know.
didn't know. And I look at that little girl and just wonder, what if I had, because there are kids that, they become vegan as a child, but they didn't have the education we didn't have the education they did now. So that's the only thing I would tell my younger self, like, you're not gonna like animals, so eating animals, so just start now. Yeah.
Don't listen to what everybody is saying, because just because everybody else is doing it
Yeah,
doesn't make it right.
exactly. Exactly. And yeah, my younger self, I had my kids early. I was just a teen. And I wish I would have known a lot of the things that I know now because I feel like they would have been healthier now. So
Yeah, me
yeah.
too. I totally agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So those are the, things going back to your younger self, your future, your kids' future. I think that's very important, to keep it going. Yeah. Mm,
Thank you.
yeah.
Well, where can people find you and support the work that you're doing?
Okay. Thank you. Little Logan's Farm. That's the first one, no matter what.
Mm.
It's actually a legacy for my son and my grandson. It's the one on the logo. So that's the future, and I hope it keeps growing, going. So Little Logan's Farm and veganwines.com as well, but now I'm not how I used to be an important distributor. I was always the middleman, and I said to myself, if I'm veganism is about also everything you're doing, your tracks, then what can you do to make this world better? Being the middleman, I had to get the wine from the wineries. I had to put it in a storage, and then I had to ship them out. So I was like, okay, why don't I just take myself out? People buy it directly. I vouch for it. I taste it. I still
Right.
go there. I make sure everything's okay, but they get it straight from the winery.
Right.
That
Okay.
I could only work with U.S. wines by now because that's different. But still, it's something that I chose to do just
Right.
to make this world better.
Right.
So
Well, then
I
you always have to start somewhere.
yeah, yeah, definitely. So that and yeah, Little Logan's Farm and vegan wines.com. That's where you can find me. And of course, I'm the only one that answers all the email. So if ever you want to ask a question or come on by, just email me.
Well, they always have events that are wonderful and that, of course, taste good. And their farm is beautiful. So check her out. We'll put all the links below in the comments. If you like this video and want to hear more, please like, subscribe, put in your comments. We will answer back to you. And stick around because we have more videos coming.